Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video. A complication makes Lulu's surgery more risky. It's complicated. General Hospital's couples. Who's getting together and falling apart? PHOTOZ. On today's General Hospital, Terry tells Laura that there's a potential complication with Lulu's surgery. Lucky and Liz arrive just as she gets into the details, so the doc asks them to head into her office. Lulu has portal vein thrombosis, making the chances of a successful surgery exponentially more difficult. It means there's a blood clot in the vein delivering blood to the liver, and that will have to be cleared in the surgery, which drops Lulu's chance of survival dramatically. Laura only sees one option though. Without the surgery, she will definitely die. Terry makes it clear though, that the surgery will likely not save Lulu. They have to inform Sam of the potential complications, and it's up to her if she wants to go through with it. No one at the hospital has performed a surgery under these circumstances, which also decreases Lulu's odds. Lucky stands up to ask, "What if I could make those odds better?" Liz heads back to the nurse's station, where Isaiah greets her just before Lucas rushes over saying they're just the two people he's looking for. He wants to talk about Lulu's failing ventilator and alarm. If Isaiah hadn't been there at just the right time, Lulu would have died. As they're pondering the failure, Lucky shows up wanting to talk to Isaiah. Lucas and Liz realize something's up and check Lulu's chart. "Oh God," Liz exclaims. Lucas knows that the transplant may save her, but that doesn't mean she'll wake up or have a good life. He feels he needs to talk to Laura and Lucky. "Do you really want to tell them to give up on Lulu?" Liz asks. Alone, Lucky asks if Isaiah knows anyone who's dealt with this condition before, and when he's told there's no time to get them there, Lucky flat out asks Isaiah if he has. He has. And the patient survived, but he ended up in Africa after failing another family who he promised he could help. He left to do basic medicine, not make promises that can't be kept. Lucky's not asking Isaiah to save Lulu, just to try. Isaiah says it would take a miracle for her to survive this, but Lucky demands he either tell him there's no hope, or at least try. Kevin shows up in the chapel, where Laura sits in the pew. Today was awful, she tells him. He said she's had to be strong for everyone, but now it's her turn. He's there for her. Laura's going to be strong too, because Lulu's fighting to get back to her. "You've never given up hope that Lulu would survive," Kevin says. "She's not a hero," she tells him. "She's just her mom." More. First look at Sam's last episodes. Dante shows up at Cody's, where he's offered a beer, and fills his pal in on Sam and Lulu. Cody's ecstatic, as Dante admits he's feeling guilty about spending all his time with Lulu rather than Sam, as she's going through hell with her family. And now this, asking Sam to make this sacrifice. Lulu was amazing, but she's Dante's past, and Sam is his present and future. Dante asks if Cody can take the kids on a trail ride while they're up at the house. Yeah, of course. Dante, everything's going to be ok. Sam greets both Jason and Drew and tells them about Lulu's failing liver, and that she's a match for donation. She'd like Scout and Danny to stay with the Quartermains while she's in the hospital for about a week recovering. And she wants both dads to spend as much time with the kids as they can. They both agree to do exactly what you ask. They both thank her for doing this, and Sam says she's going to say goodbye to the kids and find Dante. "Thank you again." Jason and Drew look at each as she walks off. Holly stammers through a highly, deeply sensitive matter with Robert in his office. But before she can say more, Robert tells her Sasha already came to visit. They did a DNA test, and while they're waiting for the results, Holly doesn't have to lie any longer. "Do you want to tell me how this all happened?" Holly didn't mean to deceive him, but she thought he was dead when she learned she was pregnant. She couldn't risk his enemies finding out. So she went into hiding and gave birth to Sasha, telling her that her dad was dead, which Holly thought was true. But then she left Sasha with her mom and went out to make a living by running cons. Robert admits he gets her thinking when she was pregnant, but she had so many opportunities after to come clean to Robert that he had a daughter. She says she just couldn't bear hurting him again. The longer it went on, the bigger it became, and she knew how angry he was at Anna for hiding Robin. Holly had to know this day would come, Robert says. If not for Cody, this didn't have to come out, says Holly. Even I have my limits. Robert's aghast that he never would have known if it wasn't for Sasha falling in love with her cousin. Holly apologizes but points out that once the DNA test proves she's right, Sasha will hate her and lose the man she loves, so Robert will be the only one there for her. Look after our daughter, she tearfully tells him and leaves. Sasha, meanwhile, goes off to Maxie about her mother's ridiculous lies about Robert. What if? Maxie asks. She's not lying. Sasha is certain it's just to ruin her life in Port Charles, so she'll cut ties and run off with Mommy. Maxie says she'd have no reason for this. Holly is a con artist, yes. But the Holly I know is also sincere. Can't she be both? Why would she lie about something so easily disproved? Maxie's also hurt that she didn't learn this secret from Sasha. Sasha apologizes and says it's hard to open up about her mom. She made sure I didn't have a normal childhood or stable parents, but I will not let her take Cody away from me. Tracy arrives home to see a suitcase at the door, then greets Violet, Chase and Brooklyn in the living room as they have a last snack before saying goodbye. Violet didn't want to leave without saying goodbye to Tracy. Violet and Chase's flight is delayed, so Tracy arranges for a final tea party. She tells Violet she talked to her dad and he's thrilled about his new job and their new house. Violet's excited, but she's going to miss Tracy and everyone so much. Tracy says they can just focus on the fun they'll have the next time they see each other. The four then have their tea party with Granny's fancy china. Tracy calls Yuri in to say goodbye, then asks him to pack up the tea set and send it to Violet's new home in Seattle, while Brooklyn gapes at her grandmother. A short time later, Chase tells Violet the car is packed and they're ready. Violet asks if they can visit Grandpa's bench one last time. The two hug and say they love each other. Violet wants to leave Barlow with Brooklyn for their new baby. She wants them to have a girl because they were so good with them. Can I tell you a secret? Violet asks Brooklyn. You're the one I'm going to miss most. The two hug. In the show's final moments, Brooklyn says goodbye, telling a crying Violet that she loves her all the way to the moon and back. Tracy then tells her she's a very special young lady, and I am blessed to have gotten to know you so well. Violet says she knows it's Monica's house because Alan gave it to her, but you make it feel like home. Chase says goodbye to his wife and Violet, looks back one last time before they walk out. Tracy and Brooklyn hug as they begin to cry. And outside, Violet tells Chase that she's ready. Holly makes a phone call. Hello, this is Holly Sutton. I believe we have some business to discuss, Mr. Corinthos. Robert, meanwhile, flashes back to his and Holly's early days, talking about having to stay married while the immigration people are watching. And Sasha tells Maxie one final time that there's no chance that Holly is telling the truth. Liz tells Lucas that he has a choice to talk to his family in medical terms or be there for his family as they hold on to hope. He's not sure what to do, but Liz tells him he's a Spencer, and Spencers never give up. You're right, I'm not going to stop fighting. Laura tells Kevin he's her rock, and he always keeps her going. As they're about to head back to Lulu, Lucky shows up with Isaiah and says he found a surgeon who can hopefully save Lulu. Watch GH on Hulu $7.99. Buy now. Next on General Hospital, Anna and Holly go at it. Maxie tells Spinelli a secret, and Rick has news Liz probably won't want to hear.